Hey y'all, Katrina here with Gal Gone Camping and vintage camper lovers. I mean, who doesn't love the cute little campers? You guys have seen them all over, campers from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Uh, I mean, they are adorable, right? And you all know I have a 1974 Bonanza Pinto, um, and I love it. It's only like 13 feet long, and I got a really good deal on it, and it was done when I bought it. It really was, but I had to make it my own. If you can see behind me here, some things that I've done. I have not done the full reveal tour yet because there's one more thing I need, a couple more things I need to do, and I hate to just do it twice. So I am waiting till I get that done, and I've had other things that had just taken precedence over that. So the majority of it's done. If you can see behind me here, I have the bunk beds. You can see that. Super comfortable. It was done when I bought it. It was done in like in gray and white. And I just basically repainted and added a lot of touches of my own. And I'm super happy with it. Um, but yeah, there are some issues. There are some pros and cons with the vintage campers. And of course, the pros are the uniqueness of them, the individuality, um, how you can just, I don't know, it's retro. You can just kind of go back and think of that time when they came out, and uh, how RVing started, and just think back at that era, through the 50s and 60s especially. Uh, and you can't get that character in anything new anymore, and they're better made, you guys. They're truly better made. I have to say that. People I've know of, and have heard a lot of people that have newer campers, and I mean immediately they start having trouble, and I think they're just thrown together anymore. I really do. Um, I have had great luck with this so far. No leaks. It has a brand new rubber roof on it. Um, it's really great. I haven't had any trouble as far as that goes. But uh, you do have issues with some of the older campers. Some of the original fixtures have been taken out, just like when I bought this one. It had, I'll flip this, let's see if I can flip it around here. See, originally, so here is the bottom bunk. I put this table in here, and that's what's doing for now, but I am going to change that out, and I'll tell you about that later. That's part of one of the things I want to do different is change that table out, and it's going to be really a space saver when I do that, so I'm saving that for the reveal tour. But right here, um, so what used to be, there was two seats and a table that, would raise up in the middle here, basically. You can kind of see how the configuration would be. That would be to make an extra bed. Well, so what I did is basically, that was gone. That was gone when um, the owner said that, it had broken, the bench seats or something had broken, and they never did replace them or anything like that. So I actually built seats myself over these wheel wells, and I um, added a lid for storage. See how that comes up there. So that's great. But I guess if you could say if there's any, one of the cons to the vintage campers, the old campers, is that things like that, there may be things missing. But you know what? I mean, to me, that's not a con, because it just gives me a clean slate to fix it the way I want to anyway, and it allows you to be creative. So I've certainly been creative in here. I can't wait to show you guys the whole thing, and kind of in details what I've done. But and like now, this one doesn't have a bathroom. I don't believe that it ever did. It may have. I kind of doubt it. But again, I don't need that either, because I have actually right now I'm using like the luggable loo, and I do have a porta potty, one of the cassette toilets that was in here. Actually, it came with the camper. And other than the cabinets, there's no storage space, but that's something else. That's what this curtain is hiding. I wanted to make like a little closet, storage closet slash shelving capability somehow. So I thought I had come up with something there, and it wasn't really what I wanted exactly. So I've covered that up right now. I haven't had a chance to come back out here, and it's going to require probably, if I can't find the piece, I'm going to have to build it, and I just haven't had time for that. But so those are a few of the cons. But for me, um, the con on mine was, I'm going to turn this around here. You see, I've got a flat. Now, you say flat tire, well, just change the tire. Well, on a vintage, that's not so easy because the tires you can still get. That's not a problem. And I may do that. I've got 2 or 3 routes I can go here. But the problem is that the rims for these tires, they don't make these anymore. So your wheels are not going to match up. You know, the holes are not going to match up. So like if I was to have a problem and bent this this wheel, the actual wheel, the metal wheel, I wouldn't be able to find one anywhere. You can't just go to Tractor Supply or somewhere and buy a wheel that, you know, matches up with 1974. You can't do it, unfortunately. I mean, I'm still living in the 70s, but apparently everybody else is not. So, I really need to have that axle switched. So where it's a more updated, just a modern size wheel and rim that would fit this. So if I get that done, then I could go to Tractor Supply and just pick up the wheel, you know, with the tire on it. So right now that's not available. You can get a wheel, you know, a tire with a rim and everything at Tractor Supply, but it's not going to fit this one because of the holes not lining up. So that's the issue. Now, y'all may have seen in my Gal Gone Camping Facebook video, it's been probably, I don't know, maybe back in the spring. There is an RV repair shop, an auto shop in my area. It's Hard Luck RV Auto and RV Repair, and they're great there. I had the seams sealed in this, just redone, and they do all kinds of things. But they they were going to check and see about, I think they deal somehow with some company or someone that does conversion kits for this, which means I would be able to keep this axle and they would just do a conversion on the rim, or that's the way I understand it. So the other option is just to get like I said, get a complete new axle that is the length that will fit this size, this width trailer. Now, this is pretty standard, I mean, trailer width size. So I'm checking right now with someone who thinks they have an axle that will fit this. And so we're going to see about that. I'm going to try that first because, you know, even if I replace the tire right now, I'm going to have to pull this thing to a garage. I mean, I'll buy the tire, then I'm going to have to pull it to a garage and let them change it there, or have somebody change it here. And I could do that. And from what I've looked at, I think that'd probably be, I don't know, it's definitely going to be a couple $100, you know, probably $150, $150, $200, depending on where you get the tire at. And then, of course, the, labor to put it on, whoever I get to put it on. But I'm thinking that, you know, the first thing I'm going to do is see if I can get a new axle for this, because I think that's going to be the better choice, because that way I won't have to worry about, you know, if I were to have an accident or something happened and this wheel was bent, that's it. That's it. I couldn't use the axle anymore anyway. And if I put the tires on it now and something like that happened, then I'm going to be out the tire and the axle. So I think I'm going to see if that axle will fit this trailer first. So we got to measure, find that out. I have to have that put on, and I'm going to have new tires anyway, because I've had this camper now for, I think this is the third, maybe the third year, 2.5, 3 years. And so I have, I did pump up the tire and take it to a local, somewhere it's not too far from here, a local campground. I did spend a night in it, and it held up and everything, but I'm not going to keep doing that because I'm not sure how old the tire is. Those were put on, it's not, of course, not the original tire, but it was, I can't remember what the guy bought it from, what he said, how long those tires have been on, but I don't, I just want to go the safe route and get 2 brand new tires. So if I can get that axle changed, that will take care of my problem. And I'll turn it around where you can see outside of it. So I love my little trailer, you guys. This is the outside view, and I did not get around to painting it this year. I did not. But that is on the agenda, and I guess that's going to have to wait till spring or summer. You all, in one of the other videos, I don't know what I want to paint it on the outside. I definitely know I want probably 2 tones, I think. I don't know. I've been thinking about that, but I just don't know. My inside colors are southwestern, earthy colors, blues, turquoise, browns, tans, rust, those earthy colors. And then, of course, I got the pop of pink right there. I mean, gotta have a little girly touch to it. But I love that. That kind of reminds me of, the pink and orange sunsets in the west. And so I am drawn to the west. I always have been. That's, if I wasn't here, that's exactly where I would be. And probably someday we'll spend a lot of my time out there, hopefully. But anyway, that is kind of wanted to tell y'all about. And if you all have any issues with your vintage campers, and have you has anybody run into the issue of having to switch out axles on a travel trailer like this, on a camper? So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. That is my dilemma right now. And of course, we're coming to the end of, camping season, sort of. I mean, I'm not going to try to get this done before the end of the year. I also camp, if you can see that's my Dodge Caravan right there, Dodge Grand Caravan. I camp in that. I sold my big, I did have a high top conversion van that I camped in. Had it almost 9 years. Sold it back in June, and I have owned 2 of those, and I love them. But the reason I bought this camper is that I wanted to move up a step. I'd never owned a camper before. I wanted to try that, and I do love it. But I will tell you, I can't see myself doing this all the way across the country. Because I know how I am. I like quick and easy. And you can't really do that with this. I mean, it is about as easy as a travel trailer can be, because it's small, short, easy to pull. You don't even know what's behind you. And but really, I mean, for, if you want to be stealthy, if you want to get in different places, in the backcountry and stuff, I'm not going to be able to do it with this. So I really love van camping. I like it, and I'm already thinking about when I switch vehicles from this Dodge Grand Caravan, what am I going to get? I have something in mind. I'll have to talk to y'all about that later, and see what your thoughts are on it. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you. The woes of a vintage travel trailer, as I was saying, and I hit the wrong button. But anyway, that is it. A flat tire on an axle that needs to be switched. So anyway, leave some comments if you guys have had this issue. Has it been a big deal for you? And what was the outcome? So, and what pros and cons do you have for older model campers, trailers, travel trailers? So anyway, let me know. Just want to share that with you guys. And remember, don't wait to live. Hey, I'm not done with the camping season yet. I am still going to get out some. I've just had so many other things going on, things that had to be taken care of. But, you know, there was just not enough time, not enough hours in the day, not enough months in the year. So, anyway, you guys take care, and remember, don't wait to live. See you down the road.